During mealtime, I quietly rubbed the spoon under my foot. Then I called over the prison guard. I requested a clean spoon, because I was brewing a perfect escape plan. My cellmate understood what I meant. He used the same excuse to request a replacement. He chatted casually with a guard nearby, claiming he wanted to introduce his beautiful cousin to him. While the guard was distracted, I took the spoon from the meal tray. No one noticed. I actually had 2 spoons in my hand. And the reason I did this was to jailbreak. I needed a handy escape tool. First, I broke the spoon in half. Then I used the nail clippers file to grind a coin into powder. I stole the nail clipper from the warden's office on my first day in prison. Next, I placed the coin shavings between the spoon handle and the file. Finally, I lit a match, used the flame to fuse them together. An escape tool was born. To test its practicality, I immediately began chiseling the wall. I asked the cellmate next door to keep watch. The prison walls, surrounded by the sea, had concrete severely weakened by salt erosion. Combined with my handy tool, the ventilation shaft behind the wall was quickly exposed. But I needed to remove the metal mesh over the vent. I used all my strength but couldn't disassemble it by hand. Looks like I needed another suitable tool. Just then, the guard followed the burnt smell from the match and came over. The cellmate keeping watch quickly tried to whistle, but realized he couldn't whistle at all. In the critical moment, he quickly banged a cup against the bars. Luckily, I had stayed alert. I immediately became aware, hurriedly covered the hole with something, dumped the concrete debris into the toilet. But in my rush, my escape tool fell out. Fortunately, the guard didn't notice. If I got caught now, all my efforts would be wasted. The next day, I went to the woodworking room where I worked. I casually stole 2 metal-wrapped wooden wedges, but I had to get past the metal detector at the door. When the guard checked me, I voluntarily handed over the wedges. I explained I wanted to use them to hang clothes. He confiscated the wedges, but I didn't mind. Because I had hidden another one in my shoe sole, I wedged it between the mesh and the wall. After aiming, a few gentle kicks loosened the mesh. I poked my head out. It really was possible to climb to the top floor through the pipes. So I passed the tool to other inmates, told them to start chiseling using the same method. If we wanted to escape, I still needed a more precise plan. I made a square box using old newspapers and wall dust, then painted it with borrowed paint. A realistic-looking ventilation duct was completed. Next, I took out a head I had molded from newspaper, painted it with flesh-colored paint, took out hair I had stolen from the barber shop. Using my reflection in the mirror, I glued on eyebrows and hair. And just like that, a me was created. Once everything was ready, I eagerly crawled into the duct. But just as I was cautiously climbing up through the pipe, a patrolling guard was heading toward the room.